talking about this, but it's one of the most significant changes to the risk profile of being a landlord that we've seen. As we know, the removal of Section 24 prevented landlords from offsetting their mortgage costs against their income, so they pay tax on the full amount of income without being able to offset their mortgage costs. What a lot of landlords then have done is they've started to buy more property, but they put it into a company, or if they want to do the stamp duty, they've moved the personal asset into a company. But what they haven't realized is that it's fundamentally changed their risk by owning property in a company, because they no longer benefit from the FSMA and the FCA protections that govern banks when they lend to you personally. In particular, what this means is that if you go and buy a buy-to-let property in your personal name and you take out a 75% mortgage and that property drops in value and therefore your loan exceeds 75% loan to value, the bank can't do anything about it. They can't use the fall in the value of the property as a reason for foreclosing on your property. But if you own the same asset in a company and you take out the same mortgage, but that mortgage therefore is the company, not you personally, you are not protected by the same FSMA and FCA rules. So if the property value falls and falls far enough and you are in breach of your loan to value covenants, the lender can use that as a reason to come and foreclose on your property. The effect of that is that you then need to go and inject more cash into the asset, therefore to pay down the loan, to rebalance that covenant, say of 75% loan to value as an example. And in terms of large scale investors and property owners, the number one way I would say from experience talking to people winding back the clock saying how they went bust or the challenges they found was that when effectively the property market fell, banks got nervous. They didn't like the fact that they were over-lent in terms of loan to value on someone's portfolio, and they asked for equity injections into that portfolio to rebalance that covenant, to bring it back up to 75% or back down to 75% loan to value, and people didn't have the money. So be conscious. You may be a landlord, you may have owned your property previously in your personal name, now think it's a great idea, I'm just going to buy property in my company name, but the risk dynamic has totally changed for you. You are now exposed to the loan to value covenants, and you're now exposed a lot more to how the housing market is going to be doing in the future.